Hello everyone. Do you want to know the secret to getting ahead in life? It's not about being lucky or privileged. It's about having the right mindset and knowledge. There are certain insights that can give you an unfair advantage, setting you apart from the rest. So, today let's dive into the top 5 things that people with an unfair advantage in life know. So, let's talk about this. So, let's get it started with the number 1. There are two kinds of people. So, which one are you? You have to identify after listening this. There are two types of people in this world, those who create value and those who consume it. You are either a producer driving progress and innovation or a consumer relying on others to make things happen. So, which one are you? Most people are consumers because it's the easy route. When you are a consumer, you don't need to worry about discipline, routine, self control, or any of that jazz. You don't need to push yourself to achieve goals or deal with failure. All you need to do is follow your impulses, scroll, swipe, indulge. It's a comfortable existence, but it's not one that will take you far. The consumer wakes up and checks their social media feeds first. They stay on Instagram for the first hour of their morning before going to work, and while at work, they are constantly refreshing their feeds, arguing in the comment section of gossip blogs, and reading stuff online that has nothing to do with their lives. When the consumer gets back home, it's Netflix. If he gets tired of it, he may go over to YouTube and watch unnecessary videos till midnight and repeat the same cycle the next morning. So, online content creators and big social media platforms need consumers to stay in business. But there is another group of people I call the producers. They don't feel comfortable just consuming stuff other people have produced. They want to contribute too. When they wake up in the morning, their life task is in their minds, and they will organize everything they do for the rest of the day to align with that life task. Even if they get distracted at some point in the day, they quickly get uneasy and call themselves back to focus. So, producers spend their time mastering their crafts and producing stuff for consumers. So, being a producer is not easy. This is why there are only a few of them, and it's where you want to be. It is where masters and wealthy people reside, and it's where true fulfillment and pleasure are found. So, let's get real, my friend. The high you get from mindless consumption is temporary. The instant gratification, the endless scrolling, the dopamine hits, they are all short lived. And the more you indulge, the more you will crave. The truth is, ease and comfort can be a prison, keeping you stuck and broke. Is that really the life you want? Ask yourself. Now let's talk about number 2. Books can change your life. Let me tell you, books have the power to transform your life. I used to be lost, stuck in a cycle of uncertainty with dreams that felt like mere fantasies. But then I started reading, and suddenly things began to click into place. Books opened my eyes to new perspectives, new possibilities, and new ways of thinking. They showed me that my dreams were not just pipe dreams, but achievable realities. Reading ignited a fire within me, and I began to see that I had the power to shape my own destiny. You have probably heard the saying that the person who reads lives 1,000 lives, but the person who doesn't lives just one. It's attributed to George R. R. Martin, and the quote hits the nail right on the head. One thing I have learned from books, there is always something that could positively impact your life that you don't know, and books could reveal them to you. And if you keep having those tiny positive changes over time, you won't believe how much you have grown after a couple of years. So, books can change your life, especially if you pick the right ones. Now, let's talk about number three. People never see foundations. The roots of a tree are its most important part, but no one sees it. Same with a building foundation. It's the backbone that holds everything together, but nobody sees it. It's the same with success. The hard work, dedication, and struggles that go into building something great are often invisible to others. But without them, there is no structure, no stability, no growth. In the beginning, you are going to do a lot of work on yourself and your craft that no one will see. You will work your ass off and have burnouts that no one will even appreciate you for. You may even look stupid working so hard on something that doesn't seem so promising. But understanding this, that's your foundation. You need to understand this, that's your foundation, and they can't see it. When I first started YouTube, I looked like a joke. No one around me knew making money from YouTube was a thing, but that was my foundation. No one understood it. So don't let people's opinions define your vision. Never. Everyone who is doing something worthwhile or different is going to have a point like this. A point where no one sees the effort you are putting into what you are doing. No one is going to see that. But don't let opinions discourage you. Only you understand the kind of foundation you are building for yourself. They don't. Okay, so now let's talk about number four. Consistency is the unsexy road that guarantees success. Success is not sexy. It's not about being flashy or overnight sensations. It's about consistency, persistence, and putting in the work. Think about it just. J.K. Rowling, Stephen King, Paulo Coelho, these legends faced rejection after rejection, but they didn't give up. They kept pushing, kept writing, and eventually their breakthrough came. The truth is, consistency might not be glamorous, but it's the unsexy road that guarantees success. Harry Potter, one of the most famous books in the world, is said to have been rejected 12 times. 12 times. And Carrie by Stephen King was turned down a whooping 30 times. I don't know about you, but I poured my heart and soul into this channel, working tirelessly to create content that resonates with people. My dream is clear. I want to thriving community of subscribers, and yes, I want to earn a living from my passion. Definitely, everyone wants. But the reality is tough. My channel is still not monetized. I am struggling to make ends meet. Despite the setbacks, I am not giving up. I am learning, adapting, and pushing forward, one video at a time. That's the dedication. So, moral of the story here is that without consistency, anything worthwhile rarely happens. So, most people don't succeed because they never fully commit. They dabble, they hesitate, they hold back, they put in half hearted efforts and then wonder why they are not getting the results they want. So, the truth is, success requires going all in, being willing to take risks and pushing through challenges. Most people give up too soon before life even gets a chance to test their resolve. So, don't be one of them. I am grinding every day, creating content, posting consistently, and hoping that someday I will reach my goals. But I am not alone in this struggle. I have seen countless creators on YouTube putting in the same effort day in and day out and still facing challenges. Still facing challenges. I have watched videos of YouTubers who took 5 years to finally make it big. You won't believe. It's a grind. But it's clear that dedication is the key. If they can do it, why can't I? That's the motivation. If you don't pull all your heart into something, you never really know how successful you could become at that thing. Almost everyone can put in a little effort and give up when they are not seeing quick results. But the ones that stick to it end up with the prize. And you need to understand this. Now let's talk about number 5. People give lesser fucks than you think. When you want to start something daring like a YouTube channel, a blog, or write a book, you will most likely spend a lot of time wondering what those who know you will think of you. Almost every YouTuber I have come across felt this way. People care way less than you think. When I started my YouTube channel, I was worried about what others would think. I kept it a secret from everyone except a few close friends. But the truth is, most people are too caught up in their own lives to even notice what you are doing. Even every creative I have met has realized the same thing. People don't care as much as you think they do. So stop worrying and just do your thing. When someone starts pulling ahead of you in life, it's not because they are somehow luckier or more talented. It's because they are learning something you don't know. And that's it. Just look around. Isn't that the truth? People who are crushing it in their fields are constantly absorbing new knowledge, skills, and strategies. If you want to get ahead or stay ahead, you have got to be committed to learning what you don't know. That's your unfair advantage. That's what I was talking about, and that's the end of this conversation. That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for all your love for my previous videos. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I will see you in the next one.